I'm getting my end prepped. Gotta get my notes.
Welcome to Paranormal Heroics with your host, Hero Brown.
All right, welcome back, guys, to Paranormal Heroics. This one is a little short notice, but I'm super excited about it. So I have a lot of special guests today. Welcome back, of course, Deadeye Junkie and Mobs the Goblin, and my wife Rachel. So we bring our resident ghost hunter, our resident GM storyteller, who by far you've knocked out of the park with your storytelling, and my wife is going to bring the holy side of everything, because she knows a lot about history of like biblical stories and everything. So today we have a couple of more videos. I'm really enjoying video talking. We have. Give us a little quick teaser, Mob, about just a little tip of the iceberg there of your cryptic story.
A little teaser that I will say, it is relevant to what the cryptid known as a knot deer is.
Ooh, like it. And then Deadeye, any quick updates in the paranormal world that you can think of?
No, not that I can think of.
It's been kind of quiet lately, huh?
Most I know about is just the dispute over the Conjuring house.
Yeah. Oh,
There's 3 lawsuits going on between one's with the new bank note holder and the old bank note holder. One's with Jason Hawes, and then one's with Jason Hawes and the old bank note holder. So
now this is for the actual house, not for the museum, right?
yeah, this is for the actual Conjuring house, and
Yeah, that place is kind of spooky.
okay.
So, and then we're gonna give our opinions on some top bucket list places that we would like to eventually go one day. So, for anybody, there is some echo with Deadeye and Mob. Sorry. Let me change that up real quick. I have it on the speaker, and so both me and Ray can hear at the same time. Let me
Test.
turn that down. Check 1 2.
Check. 1, 2. Check. I'm Mobs. Hello. Are my echoing still?
Goblin,
Hello.
chaotic
hello.
goblin. How we sound? Oh, the anticipation. Much better. No echo. There we go.
Sweet. And everyone can hear everyone. Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, let me share the entire screen of screen 2. Oh wait, you guys don't want to see that. There we go. We still look good over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I need a third screen now. So this one is a while back. I had a hard time finding the original post. So this one, so you'll see like some Spanish and stuff on there. But this is like the clearer version that I can find. I'm sorry, it was on Instagram. I can't like zoom in more than this. I can zoom in more, but then we'll cut some stuff out. So let me let it play, and then let me get your guys' opinion on it. Oh wait, where's the audio? There's the
Audio. Yep.
Oh, that's right. This is where most people would turn around. If you turn around, you never get to see what's on the other
Let it go.
side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. could be missing out what's on the other side.
Turn your speakers down.
Yep. Can you guys still?
Hello? God, there's even more bones than last time. Oh, there's 2 ways. Holy crap, dude, this chill going on forever. It just got really quiet really fast. That was my cue to leave.
So that was it right there. So there, he has like 4 videos in total, but like on the other ones, you hear people screaming, and my problem with that kind of screaming is wildcat, like way mountain lions are, and they sound when they scream. It sounds like a lady screaming.
Yeah.
Technically, so do peacocks as well. So I don't know if you guys know this, but peacocks can make the literal sound of help, like screamed at the top of a child's lungs. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever heard. So here in California, we have wild peacocks that roam the hillside. It's very, very rare. They're actually like people's pets that wander.
Right.
Because you can have one here essentially.
Oh my God. That actually
but
answers some
it
questions.
I'm literally gonna do an impression. It sounds like
Do it one
it's
more
the
time.
most terrifying.
You cut out. Do it again.
my-
Do it again.
Yeah, sorry.
There it is.
It's really bad. Like, it sounds like the most terrifying thing you've ever heard, and it's just a fucking peacock. It's bright blue and it's got green feathers and it's like flourishing, and it's like,
Right.
you're just trying to get pussy. I get it. Like, calm down.
That's absolutely.
But it still
right.
sounds terrifying. And so, kind of on the same thread of a wild animal can actually sound like a human
right.
in distress. So I've seen this clip before. Sorry, I didn't mean to.
No,
completely
you're good.
take
You're
over.
good. Personally, that actually
Answers a lot of questions.
answers a lot of questions. We live really close to our zoo here, and they have peacocks. And when we get up to go to work in the morning, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, and we have coyotes and stuff out here too. But then there's a few times where we hear that sound, and that honestly, from the echoes of everything, of the hills and everything, that I guarantee you that's what it was.
Yeah.
Very high pitched, very sharp, like ha. The H is ha, very high up there, and help.
Exactly. But also, like the one that sounded like in this sound like a murder kitty, a mountain lion to me. But then there was the weird thing at the end. What's your take, Deadeye?
Also, wind just blowing through trees can make you can think you're hearing music standing in the woods with wind blowing through trees. Like,
Yes, but it doesn't look that windy. Not that it would take
everything's
much.
dead. You're not gonna be able to tell.
But he's also, for the first part of it, his engine's running.
Right.
Yeah.
So like I know that wind is really strong and it can reach up to X amount of mph, kmh, what doesn't matter. Over an engine that's right under a microphone, you're really not going to hear shit. So
Right.
when his engine's running, the weird little things he hears is still kind of like that's high level volume. That's my one take on this. This is a clip, like I've said, I've seen before. Me and my fiance have actually broken this down a couple of times. Privately, we watch spooky videos together.
Of course.
So it reminds me of my boy Hero, who's over there in Discord.
So, what do you think about the whole insects being just instantly stopping?
Deadeye, go first.
I actually have no idea.
That's probably out of everything, that's the part that kind of creeps me out the most.
So I know of in the Appalachia Mountains, like West Virginia, all of that. The scariest moment that you should be worried about is when everything goes silent in the woods, and that's an instance of that. So, like,
Right.
I 100% agree with his action of this is my time to leave. That was my signal.
Because I don't even think he saw
but-
the thing until after he looked at the video.
So I work in pest control. I can say I have a pocket entomology degree. I can understand a lot about basic insects, but I live in California, so I know about California bugs rather than bugs in general.
Right.
So this could be
Yeah, I'm from the
anywhere.
Midwest, like
Yeah.
in the Midwest, everything like outside is like almost to a cadence. So like
So it's kind of relevant to the story I may tell later, but the rhythm of being in the woods, the cadence, if you will, it's there. So like when that drops and all of a sudden it's missing, the only thing that I've ever seen causes that is either like peak apex predator, like the top dog of the jungle showed up, or let's call it supernatural paranormal causes. Those are the only two relevancies that I see have that same effect.
So very, very quick story. I remember my family owns a good chunk of land out here, and so we go camping there a lot. There was a time where me and my uncle, we went to go camping, just on a whim. We just wanted to get out of town, you know, and we're just sleeping in the back of the bed of his truck, and he had to get up, use the restroom real quick, and then all of a sudden he goes, Matthew, give me my shotgun. And I'm like, oh God, you know, fumbling around, finding it, tossing it to him. He's like, look. And then as he says, look, full moon that night, all I see is, and I know this is just because I was, you know, I was probably 8 at the time. My overactive imagination, I see like 1,000 eyes looking at us. He says there was probably only about 6 wolves, and they're just in the distance. It looked like they're chasing a rabbit or something. But when he was, you know, yelling at me, they're just peaked, just staring at us, glowing. I can't see their bodies. I can't see nothing. And you still hear the insects and stuff. And he's like, should I shoot them or should I shoot at them? I was like, I don't know, make them go away. You know? So he shot at them. He couldn't hit anything. They were too far away. They ran off. And then the part
Sounds like you got messed with.
The part I really messed with me is, again, you can hear the insects and everything, right? It went complete silent. And then all you hear is the direction they start howling. But then the direction behind us, more howling. And then it was like completely surrounding us of howling. And I'm like, that's all I hear. Freaked out so bad that I jumped into the cab of the truck. You know, the seat only reclines so much. I'm like, I'm staying here. I want to go home. My uncle's sitting down next to me. He's like, you're freaking me out. Like, we can sleep out there. I'm like, I ain't going back out there. There's wolves. But that's the only time I've been there where I felt that silence. Because right before they started howling, it just went quiet.
Yeah, I've only been around wolves once in my life, and all I ever heard was howling way the fuck over there.
Yeah. And it's a little intimidating, you know?
Dude, it is. Like, this is what our ancestors feared, so,
Right.
yeah. it's supposed to chill your bones.
It's something that we still experience, especially in the summertime, is we have, coyotes here a lot, and
They get close.
they get really close, and they sound like children playing outside. So,
So I have a lot of coyote activity here on the California coast. I'm near San Francisco, an hour north, so like North Bay area. We have lots of coyote activity out here. I personally have skunks in my backyard and coyotes down the street. It's great.
yeah, we got skunks and raccoons. But anything from chat?
Trash pandas.
Just chaos. He says he can mimic.
Oh, Cat Goblin says we can record a peacock for it can mimic
Redemption
the sounds
sound.
nearly perfect.
So
yeah.
that would be awesome if you had a peacock help for like someone just subbed.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's asking. That
Yeah.
would be amazing.
That would be a good one. I'll look into it. All right. So about everything, even the weakest part right here is probably the weakest part because that can be done by editing and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
I never
Why is it
saw
blue?
that.
Right. Why is it blue? The bones are
Never
kind of-
saw that in the clip. It never mattered. It was the audio though definitely made me think about it, but audio's even easier to fake.
And then he has like the smallest bike ever too. Like I'm not trying to call him out on his bike or anything, but that thing's pretty tiny.
I mean, if you're gonna go mob around a trail near your house, it doesn't matter what you're gonna ride. Like, I got a helmet, I got this thing. I rode an ATV that was like a hauler, a farm equipment ATV, not a
Right.
fun riding ATV. But I ripped that shit down the road in the dust. It was fucking fun. So
Wait, was that different days? Do you notice
No,
the first part of the clip?
so-
He's wearing gloves.
Yes,
The
these are
second
different
part,
days.
he's not.
Yeah.
Yes, it is different days. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I've seen this before. The first interaction is him in full kit, and then the second time he goes back because the comment section of his random Facebook post, I think it's about,
Right.
they were like, "Hey, go back to the area," and he was like, "You know what? Let's go." And
Let's
he
go.
jumped on the bike with his helmet, barehanded,
Right.
and just rode down there. And that's where the second half of the video comes in, and he has that whole interaction and then bails. So yes, it is 2 clips.
All right. So this next one, I'll let it play out. Let me turn down my stuff first before I get it because it's a little loud. Oops. Okay. I'm sorry. Where's the exit?
The heck is that? Hello? Who is it? Hello?
So door opens.
Hello?
Door shuts.
Who is it?
Spooky lights. Something I didn't notice. It looks like there's eyes down there, but when the lights flicker, you don't see
Pull it back.
it.
Run
It's
15
Instagram.
seconds.
You don't get to control it.
Aww. Instagram. So I've seen this clip before too, but it's really good. But I have a
Why
lot of
is he
skepticism about it.
recording? Yeah, like why is he just recording?
So, right here it says he construction arrived at a house he was working on early in the morning and started hearing noises. He believes possible squatters. So that if you ever worked construction before, squatters is a nightmare to deal with construction. So you typically want to record right away if you think that, so you don't have to legally reasons and stuff. So that's why I would record being in that situation before.
Yeah. Same.
Joker answers fishing line.
Joker ad says it was fishing line. But yes,
It's not it's really not impossible to do with just fishing line.
But yeah, I mean, you got the open door, easy. Somebody go in there quickly, run behind to the next door to slam it.
Well, he never checks behind that door, so.
Oh,
like,
they
when
could
he
be there
walks
the
in
whole
this
time.
room,
You're absolutely right.
You never see behind the door. Like he kind of
Mhm.
pans over, but he doesn't fully pan.
You're
Like,
right.
easily somebody there.
So I was about to say the hardest part to fake it is open a
I've never seen
door.
that.
You can close a door very easily. They're designed to do so, but opening a door takes a person essentially, or a really, really good tape job and a wind and a spool, and you can hide it. But it's harder to open a door than close a door. So the other thing is the phone lands in this position right here where you've got it.
Right.
And so, like, let's say there's a dinner plate on a Lazy Susan with fishing line coiled around it. Fishing line goes downstairs because he doesn't even go all the way downstairs. Like, someone downstairs could be pulling lines through the door very easily.
Very easily. I mean, I was even thinking even more simple thing. So when he has it, when he flips the phone down, whoever's downstairs can go up the stairs. You don't really hear anybody going up the stairs, but they could be really sturdy with a stick, a ruler, even a tape measure. Go on it to flick the phone to spin it around. More questions.
That was kind of
than
my
answers.
theory. Is like my whole point of the dinner plate on a spinner attached to a wire is when he drops the phone, it looks so specific. It's very dead center.
I agree. Deadeye, give me the, what if this is real? What would this be?
I mean, they would probably classify it as poltergeist activity. Most people would say, for the fact that it's interacting directly and it's messing with them. So,
So you can kind of see it right there, right where I have my cursor. Whatever that is, when the lights flicker, it kind of goes away. Also, because they're reconstructing the house, they're remodeling and stuff, that tends to disturb ghosts too, right? Possibly.
yeah.
Yes, if you break the natural resting state of the things that were around when as far as I know it, let's call it the ghost manifests.
Right.
If you disturb that in any way, it technically gives it more power because it's upset that the things have changed. But the other side of that would be like it could also technically make it weaker.
True. Actually, never
You know
heard
what
of
I
it
mean?
making
Like-
it weaker because it's not familiar with the things. So that does make sense.
Kiara
Well, so like, have you ever had a blank spot in your memory?
Say that again.
Have you ever had a blank spot in your memory?
All the
Like,
time.
Of a memory you had. Yeah, I have no idea what happened between point A and point B. I will. Thank you. I got brought dinner. I will find it again, but I saw this interview where the theory was that if you basically remove familiarity from someone who was specifically routine based, So like it was about how, it was really wild, and it's honestly not that credible, but it was a wonderful thought of do it was like special needs children, autistic children, everything that's abnormal from the square cut human being. When they die randomly or prematurely, that most of the people we run into are them. So when you take away the familiarity, that comfort is gone, and they don't get as much power from it. It was totally wild. Trust me, this is like an article that probably wasn't even published.
Yeah, no, I definitely would like to hear that. We got a comment from from comments from Chaotic Goblin. The phone is also too high off the ground compared to the door. And watching it again when I read that, he's absolutely right. Like you said, it probably is on something. Man, I hate Instagram so much. I think what I'm going to do next time is just record them. That way I can control the videos better.
Right, yeah.
Have you ever seen a phone autofocus like that?
A lot of the new phones do.
Watch when what
Yeah, right here.
watch when it drops and its autofocus is right here.
Right there, yeah, I see that. It is rather high too.
Yeah,
like
I've
I
never-
would say.
Yeah,
That's a
that's
really good point. That's not a phone.
It's not a phone.
That's not a phone.
No. Most phones don't autofocus like that. They use like laser autofocus or something.
Huh,
This
yeah,
takes
that's
a
good
hot
call.
minute.
Newer,
Yeah,
modern.
nice.
I agree. I
The,
agree. That's a camera that was 100% scripted with no behind the door, no what's downstairs. They dropped the camera right before it. That's too easily scripted.
And yeah, it spins out of control a little too much, and it does like a like I'm looking up, I'm spinning, and I'm setting it down, and then running it away. All right, this is one of my favorite ones. I always say that too, but the next two are really good. So it's kind of starting off in the middle, but so yeah, it really started off in the middle. But it's good because you see the deer. That's the whole focus is on the deer with this guy.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking, and now he's confused. All right. Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking, and now he's confused.
I mean, I would have poked out and looked at who was making those sounds too in the middle of nowhere.
Have you ever heard or seen anybody do
Always
that
do.
kind of vocal stuff?
So yeah, overtone is something I've heard of before, and I only know of one person who can do it, and I haven't spoken to him in years. But it's basically the same thing as the like throat singing. You're reaching octaves that you can only do with resonance. And I love this clip. I've seen it before. I hate to say that all night, but I've seen this one.
That's good.
And my theory for this one, it's a personal take, is even the fucking ghost was like, "What the fuck is that guy doing?" Like, what?
Right, that's exactly what I was saying too. But you're absolutely right. 'Cause that's a weird sound coming from a human.
And it
Just a
doesn't.
backwoods Alabama
Right.
homeless person just like trying to chill in the woods, and there's dude out here singing.
Yeah, it could literally just be a person like wrapped in a blanket with a beanie on. That's all it would really take, because
other
the
than-
quality's not great.
They're clearly whatever it is walking. My only big thing is that a real deer? You know, because
This clip, that could just be a dude in a blanket
Right.
right there.
But I mean, the way it's moving around, if it's a real deer, it would have turned its head to see what's walking behind it. They're very sketchy animals. Though the
Very true.
the resonance he's doing with his voice, his vocal cords, is just crazy. We know a few people who used to beatbox, and it is the weirdest thing that what people can do with their voice. And then when you see it in person, is like, are you a robot? So it's just the only thing I can think of is it's a fake deer, and then it's people, you know, messing around to make the video kind of spooky. But if it's not, then I don't know what the hell it is. Because if it was anything, I'm pretty sure the deer would have reacted to it. That part right there.
They're like, what that throat do?
Right? It's a really cool sound. Put it on again real quick. Yeah,
Sorry, I'm shoving dinner in my face. Do it again. You don't see the deer move ever. You'd never see the deer move.
never see it move. That's my only thing is I can think of it. It is either fake or it's really entranced with what the dude's doing with his voice.
Entirely
Deer in
possible. I agree.
But man, props on his elk calling. A lot of hunters would like
And
to have
his
him.
Mama said.
truly lovely,
Bigfoot.
fantastic hair. I'm jealous.
Right? Ah, man.
Joe Grant says Skinwalker.
Yep.
And Chaotic just said.
Not even a flinch. Or that's for my mom. And judging by the surrounding, it looks like a hunter walking a trail before hunting season to see where deer migrate. That's the only. Yeah, I mean, that's very true. Because if it is a hunter, they know how to walk not to freak out deer.
And if there's a hunter seeing some fucking dude doing some weird throat singing, and there's a deer staring at him, he's like, "Motherfucker, I can't shoot that deer."
So that is very, yeah. I mean, that's been putting some good logic to both of that. I like it a lot. But man, it really does move from one side to the other without it freaking out, because it starts over like way over here, then it gets to right there. That's if it's the same thing too.
Yeah.
There's actually two.
Yeah, because I don't know if that's
So-
the same one or not. Because there he is.
Well, then he's like over there on the.
There's also one
that's
to
him
the
there.
left, right there.
Mhm.
Oh
Yep.
shit. Okay.
So there's
Yeah.
two.
There's definitely two. The
I don't know
second
that.
one
I'm
is
more
way
convinced
creepier
of-
than the first one.
I'm way more convinced of random hunters than anything.
Right.
I'm convinced it's Bigfoot and La Llorona.
Oh man, I can't wait to find my first like good Bigfoot thing that I can show. Actually, I need to contact Don. He has a really good one. My buddy Don, he's a hunter and he got some weird photos. All right, this is one you guys have probably seen. This is a part 3 of this video. Just a face in a car, and this Spanish dude just keeps running into it.
La puta madre. Ya, salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie. Nadie.
Guys, I know the language you're speaking. He said nothing.
That's the person right there.
Where?
You could see their fingers. They're laying down in the back. They're wearing black.
Man, I wish I could rewind.
Nadie.
I was too busy making fun of the.
Un montón.
And yeah, of course the dog freaks out because you came out there and went, "What the fuck?"
Mierda.
They're like laying down and the hands are like this.
Y encima nos mira la puta que te parió.
Weird that it turns, and you can see that,
Right.
and moves.
No, chavo. No.
The biggest thing is I like his goosebumps. It's a hard thing to pull off good goosebumps.
No, desapareció. La concha de... Estamos en este momento, no, mientras
Can't wait to see,
escuchamos
okay.
un golpe.
I'm gonna try and pause it. Deadeye, you tell me
Y
when.
nos dimos vuelta porque dijimos, bueno, ¿quién está entrando? Cuestión de que no hay nadie
It's when he
atrás
looks on the
nuestro.
back of the
Click
back
on it.
seat.
Y miramos adentro del auto y dijimos, oh, pues si el auto... Qué mierda, Lo peor de todo es que no queremos salir. O sea, no... Miedo,
that Spanish?
la puta madre. Lo peor de todo es que se mueve adentro del auto y no hay nadie. O sea, ahora vamos a ir a controlar el auto.
Yeah, Mama, is that Spanish?
Pero parece como si fuese un reflejo. La puta madre.
Even if it is a person, it's pretty hard to crawl back into the seat.
No.
Rachel's really good at it, and she still kind of takes time.
Yeah, but it's easy to hold something in the front seat if you're dressed.
Salimos rápido para que vean que no es mentira. Mamá, la piel de gallina, hermano. Piel de gallina. Cagazo. Nadie.
Person right there. You can see their hands
Where do you see their hands at?
right in the center.
Like I can see the pair of gloves, but
Color, yeah, like the gloves, like
it kind of looks like there's a hand, like someone trying to lean off to the side.
Yes.
Nadie.
Nah, that's a pile of shit. That's like a shirt and his gloves.
Yeah.
That's not like a whole person. But good eye.
I don't know though. Yeah, it's so dark that I can't really see it. So the
yeah,
camera-
you can't really tell because it's so dark.
Right.
He's not wrong. I mean, he should have opened those other doors.
Right,
That
right.
was-
Nadie.
Yeah, I would have been happy if he opened up all the doors.
Un
Or
montón.
put a flashlight or something on there.
Es un montón. Mierda.
But he sits back down and it's right fucking there.
Yeah. Just staring at him. Read it.
Did the dude say friend ho?
Friendo. Goblin.
Friendo.
Oh, he also says, judging by the surrounding, it looks like. Oh wait, no,
No,
that's
that's
the
the
last.
fir-
That's the
the
last one.
last
Sorry.
one.
Yeah, I did the. Chaotic. What do you think, man? Oh, that is. I don't know. That one is strange.
I wish I saw more of the back seat of the car.
Yeah, turn the flashlight on.
That's what I thought too at first, that it was a reflection.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But the way it moves around, it's definitely more than just a reflection. Because we see the ceiling. You can clearly see it's one of those metal sheets with the waves and stuff on it. Because you see that on there.
Right.
Yeah.
He does when he goes around, and there's 3 videos in all. This is the 3rd video. On the first or the second video, when he pans it, there's nowhere to hide up there. Like there's no edge, there's no cliff. So I don't think it's a reflection.
It does kind of look like a reflection, but with the artifacting happening with the windshield, you can see those lines.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's not the blinds. That's the roof
Yeah, that's the actual reflection.
of the,
Exactly.
reflection
Yeah,
of
it's
the roof.
reflection of the roof.
Exactly. That's harder to fake because it's pretty static. Even when he walks left and walks outside, you can still see
See
that
the roof right there, just a
reflection. So the reflection isn't changing.
Mm-hmm.
Goblin says, I think when he walked away from the vehicle towards the street, there's plenty of time for someone to get into the vehicle.
Yeah, but you don't hear the car door open.
It gets so dark, I could see someone sitting right there in the back seat.
Right.
Like they're
Yeah,
just wearing
I'm
all black.
I'm not
And it
convinced
just
that
blends in.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's time for right here when he's doing
It's
this.
definitely
They
creepy.
could be sneaking inside the front from right here.
Yeah, look. He walked left, looked around the building for like 5 seconds, and looked
Right.
at a dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
he wasn't
climb
hiding
back in the
yet,
front
yeah.
seats.
Right.
Then he's not looking
Now
at
he's
the car.
ducked
Turns around the car.
underneath.
And now
They're
they're just hiding on the other side of the van now.
But it's weird because it doesn't show up until after he walks,
So far.
So yeah, from that side. And it was there already.
and boom,
Like
they're back.
it's like one of those alignment things. Once you reach this point, you can see it.
Right. What I would like is for him to sit there, him get a buddy, go in there, open up the car, turn the light on. That's what I want, dang it.
Yeah, like from behind whoever might be sitting passenger seat. I want a flashlight.
Right.
Yeah.
And who doesn't have their interior light come on when they open their car doors? Who has that off? What?
I do.
What?
I don't have it on. I hate
That's
looking
weird.
at the light, especially early in the morning. It blinds me.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I get up super early, night vision, and it gets all screwed up. I don't want light.
I guess I'm just different.
No, you're probably normal.
Also, we do that.
Yeah, you're
because-
probably normal. We're just different.
Do you check the back seat?
Every time.
Oh, okay. That's why the light's always on.
Oh my god.
First thing I do is check the back
I
seat.
carry a flashlight on me. I usually have it down here, but I have a good flashlight, and I'm always afraid of somebody trying to jump in my car and try to attack me while I'm in it. But that is my videos I got.
I live in
these
the ghetto, so
I live in a decent neighborhood. All right, who's next?
Did I go for it?
I got 4 videos. None of them really hard debunking. They're just some of my favorites.
Perfect. After the stream, let me show
So
you
this
what
first
night mode
one-
is.
This is from the American Ghost Project. I know them personally. They're from Southeast Missouri. This is one of their clips.
Looks like they're doing the Estes method.
Yes.
Chaotic says his lights don't go on either.
Man, there's more of us than I thought. Do you have any more audio on there? Or is it just really that quiet?
You not hear it?
Not at all.
I can hear it. You're turned down, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wow, some just pulled my hair.
Okay, I hope I got that on film.
Don't.
So I could see how it could easily be faked, but
It's definitely really good. Like you can see her hair move. Period.
Right. Do it
yeah,
again.
she's in the Estes method, and she goes after it happened. She goes, "Something just pulled my hair."
And you can actually see her hair move.
Can you make something move again?
Oh wow.
Oh,
some
shit.
just pulled
Okay,
my
yeah.
hair.
Okay, I hope I got that on film.
Don't.
By the way, most of their investigations they do live on TikTok, so a lot of the evidence they pull is recordings of their lives.
Makes it even harder to fake. But let's face it, it's fishing line, guys. It's always fishing line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh man, like even from ghost hunters, there's been a few ones that you can see the whole tugging, and that trips me out. Like that, the actual seeing it on video, and not really being able to say it. You know, it was fishing line. It was something else. Is just really really weird. And what did you say that name of that team was?
American Ghost Project.
American Ghost Project.
History. So this one is from the Sally House.
Which you
so
personally
you
been
know,
to.
I've been here I've been here 4 times. So this is college kids. They come with a professor from a local college, Johnson County. He takes college kids there, and he usually talks about the history and tells them, and this happens while he's giving a little
Before you
talking
start
to.
it,
The
pause.
audio's been removed.
We need to talk about this TV real quick. That is a Sanyo, looks like 32-inch television, weighs approximately around 200 pounds. I know it personally. One of the first flat screens.
Yeah, I have watched movies on this TV personally, and played music with that radio.
That's awesome.
All this is still there to this day.
It said what,
I've
20?
slept on this couch here.
This said
Yeah.
2017 at the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's right there in the bottom.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, right there on the bottom. But like looking at this looks like straight out of the 90s. Like this is crazy, or early 2000s. But go ahead.
Did you see it?
Was that something right there, like to the shades? Yeah,
Yeah, the
okay, yeah, it is
blind.
the shades. You see the string right there.
Right. Here's the thing, though, is to turn these blinds, you have to turn that
Right.
to shut the blinds. It doesn't move.
And for them to close
And the
fully, I mean,
blinds are
even when you
shut.
personally try to move them, it takes a little bit because you do a little bit at a time.
You gotta sit there and you gotta turn, and they shut so fast, and the video doesn't stop. Like
Nobody
still,
even
like,
reacts to it.
you can see a flicker. Yeah. So
Those are called Venetian blinds, by the way, from Venice.
Write that down.
Sorry, fun facts with mobs.
it just like it
Yeah,
blows
no
my
one
mind.
heard
Nobody
it.
reacts to it.
No one heard it.
Oh, she heard it now after the fact,
No.
Yeah,
or did someone
the,
point it
the,
out?
the original video, the professor pointed it out, but the original video has the audio, but you can't get that video
Oh, gotcha.
because of the
Copyright.
copyrights. Yeah.
Boom.
I guess
Look at everyone on the left. Yeah, they all looked at it too.
Yeah.
Chick in the red and the bearded guy behind her, both
So,
immediate
I want to see. I
left.
saw what says fishing line on this one.
Right.
So you can easily not use that little twisty stick. You know what I mean? You can unhook the twisty stick and attach fishing line and attach it to the frame of your Venetian blinds, and then have an actual fishing line on a spool and brrr, real fast.
Could be motorized.
I could rig that up with nothing. Like, that sounds easy.
We're gonna have to spend
Yeah.
a day just trying to recreate random things.
Yeah, all our
Yeah.
debunk theories,
Well,
we're gonna have to spend a day just
Considering
making
the
it
stuff
happen.
is there though.
Yeah, and it's so small. It's just the
So,
windowsill.
Those are on a hook. You unhook it.
Yep.
Right.
You tie some fishing line to the frame, and okay, now it's sitting there again.
But you have
And
to
then,
spin it.
but the second fishing line could just be attached to the actual spool, and then even outside, you could do that from outside with proper alignment. Couple of hooks and pull it.
That
That's all it
seems
takes.
really pushing it, though. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, with a professor in college, I'm gonna screw with my 6 students real bad.
Right? You're not wrong.
I've been thinking about it for a long time. I want to make them think that I closed these blinds.
With
Well,
my mom.
anybody that's investigated this place the most is him. Like he comes here all the time.
Okay.
Like, I probably don't know any investigator that's been here more than him.
When you were there, did you catch anything in this room, or you experience anything here?
No, unfortunately, like you come over here, you go up the stairs, there's a nursery, go around here back, there's a dining room, kitchen, and then downstairs to the basement. Most people say that most of the activities like in the basement and nursery. So usually this front room and dining room is where I set is like base camp. I set up all my equipment and stuff. So no, not really. I've never. Should probably spend more time in this area, but the 4 times I've been there, we mostly spend time upstairs or downstairs.
Play it from the very beginning again. Chat is asking.
It is slightly.
It is moving. You can kind of see the right before it flips. You do see the rod just ever so slightly moving. But again, it flips so fast. Like I grew up with these. It takes a lot to open and close it. Like you'd sit there, you have to twist it for a while. Gotta get the angle right because, like you said, it's on a hook, and if it tends to catch when it's going the wrong way, it happens so fast. That's why I say it either has to be rigged to flip like that, or that is crazy. But did you touch the blinds when you were there?
Oh, I've messed with these blinds. They are not these are like the cheapest Walmart blinds you can buy. Like they're not putting
Right.
the best money into this place. Like
Yeah, save the dollar where you
personally,
can. And this is a house that you're
Like if
not
you look
really
at the
allowed to
furniture
touch.
inside the house, like
The people who own it would be pretty upset if you tried rigging up a system that could break stuff or knot stuff up too. So I imagine they wouldn't want to people messing with their stuff like that. something that might cost $50, but they would fine you a few hundred for messing.
I'm gonna go buy fishing line and really push this. I want to see how hard I can
Okay.
yank on a spool.
If
I'm
you
very
do it,
curious.
if you recreate this, I will Grubhub you a pizza.
Sick.
You heard it here first. Oh man, I like it a lot though. Like it brings up a lot of questions.
Valley House is ran by the Atchison Chamber of Commerce. The house is owned privately. I think it used to be the town's old sheriff owns the place currently, but everything is done through Atchison Chambers of Commerce.
Yeah. Same thing with me at first. Chaotic Goblin, the vehicle that passed by kind of threw me off at first, and then my mama says,
Oh yeah,
it looks like when the standing girl turns, it closed. When her head turns, it closed? Go right there right before it closes again, but look at the girl standing. Yes, not really. She's not looking at it. She's looking at whoever's talking.
Very coincidental timing, but it's still a couple milliseconds off beforehand. She turns back, and then it turns the blinds.
Yeah.
So
also, like, the front of the house is a hill. The street's up here, then it comes down to a hill, and like there's a front patio with like there's like a walling right here, like
sloped to building,
so
and
sloped down. That's why you see the car lights up here.
Right.
It's because the street's actually up here. The house is sloped down.
Gotcha. That's not good.
And it looks like it's about 5:30 at night when they made this video. I know it says 7:30 at the bottom, but look at the clock on the back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, fun fact, this is actually the front of the house now, but it was originally the back of the house. The address used to be 1st Street, now it's 2nd Street. It's 508 East 2nd Street, but it used to be 1st Street, but the 1st Street that runs the back fell into the river.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Some good knowledge there, buddy. You got another one?
Yeah.
I see flashbangs all of us. Dude leaves his light in the car and uses day mode.
Oh man.
This is why I opened up like a million windows so I have each one ready.
Yeah, I had a playlist like set up. What am I watching for later? And
the first video you pulled up is violated YouTube's guidelines. Hell yeah.
They were in my watch for later. And now they're not there.
I'm not going to say that, Chaotic. Are you logged into the right account?
Yeah. It's the only account I got.
I'll keep looking for those. Mobs, you have one? Well, he looks.
Yeah, I can pull one up. Let me share my screen here. Okay, so this is from the YouTube channel Really Haunted. This is some British guy who bought a house and it turns out it was super haunted. He and his wife lived there for a while together and she ended up moving out. They're still married as far as I know, but so he's still staying there and collecting evidence, and
this one he's using an Xbox One Connect camera to show the standing figures, and just like the title says, it went a little nuts. So I'm just gonna like run it from right here, and I'll go back over it a couple times.
Again, this is freezing.
Real quick before.
So yeah, homie.
Before
I'll
you get
just
started
let me
on
pull it back
everything,
to the timestamp. Yeah, there.
explain to people what the Xbox Connect is, real quick. You're really good at explaining.
So, sure. Okay, so at one point, Xbox, Microsoft was trying to be like, oh, we want the next big thing, and they decided to throw all their money into video capturing systems. So what they did is basically wanted a console that could capture you dancing in your living room, dancing along with your favorite music videos, doing virtual workouts. There were only a couple of video games that were just video games related to the Xbox Connect, but what it did end up doing was creating a really good capture system, because one of the things that they do, I have to look up what it's called, but they have this thing that makes the stick figure, that it's the structure of a human being, and that's how it tracks what is on screen. Excuse me. So you can see from the beginning of this clip, this guy's stick figure the entire time he's there. But the second he says coward, another figure shows up, which the Xbox Connect camera just doesn't create those. It has to detect motion, essentially. Even if it's your elbow is up here and you make this motion, it's going to detect that. If you crouching and you standing up, it's going to detect that. So all of the sensors pull in everything they can to create the stick figure, and if they detect one, they'll display it, so you can have like an active display. And so this guy just recently upgraded from the Xbox 360 Connect to the Xbox One Connect, and he likes to I hate ghost hunter channels because they're like, I have a demon poltergeist in my house, and it's like, no, you've got something.
Right.
I don't want to call this a demon. Like, yeah, he has poltergeist activity. He also has a lot of videos of the kitchen drawers opening and closing, and doors opening, slamming shut, lights turning on and off, chandeliers swinging, like all the kinetic things. But this is one of the few times that I saw like him get pushed throughout this channel. So let me run it one more time, and
Yeah,
we'll go
so
from there.
he's in complete darkness too. Like, this is like an infrared almost of the Connect.
Yeah, so this is in complete darkness. He can't see a thing. Usually you can even see like the ring of a flashlight that's on, like when this is happening. So pitch black. He feels a cold spot. It's really hard to tell like where he got shoved from. There's just so much gray light that you can't see too much.
Because this was a
Like,
big thing with the whole Connect and Ghost for a while.
Yeah. And this video is also 3 years old right now.
Which is good.
So
'cause
it's
that
not
means
even
right
that
before
old.
AI.
Yeah. So I do have another one.
Before you do that, Deadeye, what was your take on that one? Oh, did we lose him?
He shut off his camera. He might have ran to the bathroom or something.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it has infrared. Because it was the Chaotic Goblin says he didn't think the Kinect worked with the lights dark, but I know for a fact that it did because my kids used to play it in the dark all the time, and we would wake up and have to go yell at them to go to bed. And then we got
really good.
I've seen
really
a bunch
good
of these kind
assessment
of
tube
videos
steak.
lately that use a phone app to simulate stuff, but I don't buy into any of the credibility. I agree, but this was 3 years ago, and I mean we made a pretty big jump from back then to now. A little harder to fake that back then.
I can pull that video back up if we'd like.
Yeah. What was your take on that?
Kinect. Well, Kinect slash they call them SLS cameras. I haven't got to use one personally, but they use infrared lighting, which perfectly works in the dark. So I don't know the whole history behind why people started using the Xbox Kinects slash SLSs. Originally, when they very first came out, Microsoft got like bombarded with reports of people capturing things on their Xbox Kinects that weren't there. So
yeah, good time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The whole history behind it's like pretty interesting.
It is.
People be playing Just Dance and they're like, "Oh, we're loading in 3 players," and they're like, "There's only 2 of us here." I don't know. I've never got to use one personally, but the whole history behind them and they're pretty interesting. This video,
tube steak. I've seen those before where a stick figure just kind of appears, wobbles around for a second, and is gone, and people just, oh my god, what is that?
Yeah, I don't really like apps or anything today because they're just too easily made to spook people.
Do you want me to run this again, or I have another one?
Go ahead and go to the next one. I think we saw enough stick fighting figures.
Yeah, so everyone here knows about, I'm going to use the term gently, I mean this politely, but Arab door kickers.
Yes.
So like they're screaming their prayers and kicking doors and looking for jinn, as they are called.
Right.
So I brought this one only a little bit because the guy's reactions are 100% silly, and I love the way his voice breaks, and it's actually kind of scary. But it's just a clip. It's not that great. It's not the best paranormal thing. It's easy to close the door. It's easy to freak out over something like that. But
don't worry about that.
I don't see any
just hit play.
No compelling evidence here.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ايش هذا ليكون سحر؟ بسم الله الرحمن بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
At least he checked behind the door.
لا إله إلا الله. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيك إذا أنت جن. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيك إذا كنت خادم سحر. حسبي الله.
I stop him there because all he does is freak out for the next 2 minutes, and it's very loud. But so the first 2, like, door slams, oh, spoopy, but then like the third one where he's like, ah! It was like the cherry on top. Like, he didn't even see anything in the door. I couldn't find anything. He just freaks out.
He is close enough
And
to
then
the door to
this
slam
last-
himself too.
Yeah, go ahead.
He's just close enough to slam the door himself.
Exactly. But this last one is obviously, like, in my opinion, that's like an animal, an event.
Right.
This thing, whatever that may be, it doesn't move enough. It doesn't make any.
الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل فيك إذا أنت جن
That's
حسبي
a
الله
cat.
ونعم الوكيل فيك إذا كنت خادم
It's a
سحر
cat or a
حسبي
monkey
الله
or
ونعم
something.
الوكيل فيكم سحبت
He's so close
Yeah,
to everything.
it's just a cat that he's so close. But it's so funny watching him like break his own voice. That's more humorous than paranormal. So yeah, that's all I brought.
Did you find your others?
All right, I got the other 2 clips. Yes. All right, this one is from a very well-known show / channel. Was Destination Fear on Travel Channel. Now they're Project Fear on YouTube.
With
But,
Josh Gates?
no, with Dakota Layden. He was
Oh,
a cameraman for Zach Baggins.
Whoa! What was that? Whoa! What was that? I just saw like a cold signature moving below them, directly below them. What the fuck?
So I'm not that educated
Whoa.
in thermal cameras. Black obviously means cold. So what could give
Yes.
out a cold signature like that?
I don't know. Most animals give off hot signatures, so
Right.
Uh,
So if it was a cat
dog
or anything like
covered
that.
in water, cold water. Oh, that'd be way too big for a cat. Like this, I think they're at Waverly.
What was that?
I think
That's
this
not a
is
cat.
Waverly.
That can't be a cat.
Yeah.
Saw like a cold
To turn
signature
into our
moving below
local
them,
resident
directly
expert.
below them.
Mobs on the cats real quick.
It's not a cat.
Yeah.
That's like a screen tear,
Okay.
if anything.
I was just going to ask you, like, are there windows actually still up? Could it be reflection? Do thermal cameras do reflection?
Oh no, there's no. Waverly doesn't have windows. I believe that's Waverly. I'm not actually 100% sure.
It's still a good video, though. What does chat say about that?
Yeah, because you don't see that in any other window frame, let's call it, either. So like it's very singled out. But my problem with it is it's very center frame, like they were looking for it because they're looking at the hotspot.
Well,
Which is-
they're
that's
looking.
the investigators right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, his group is right here.
yeah.
So
Just clip. Yeah, run it again.
Whoa! What was
Dude,
that?
looks
I
like
just
somebody
saw like
swinging
a
a
cold
t-shirt from a
signature moving
refrigerator.
below them,
You know what I mean?
directly
They had a
below
t-shirt
them.
and they just went.
It was a cloth,
if they wanted
frozen
it cold.
t-shirt on a fishing line. Debunked.
No fishing line needed. I'm gonna lay down on my back. I do like that your
Theoretically, it
YouTube
could be
subscription, Super
someone
Cringe
waving a
Roleplay,
piece
is
of
at the top. I
drywall.
appreciate that, Deadeye.
yes, yes.
So I mean that's not wrong. O-Tube Steak says it could have been from a piece of drywall or anything in there being tossed around or falling.
Yeah. Yeah, like all I had to do was be
I mean-
slightly cooler.
Not saying it's
I
not real.
I wasn't
not
showing
saying it is. but
debunked. I mean,
It is definitely
it's
something
just some.
to raise your
I'm just
eyebrow.
showing some of my favorite clips.
No, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's good.
Yeah.
Not saying it's bad.
So here's another Midwestern.
Midwest Ghost Hunter. decided to explore an abandoned graveyard in Minnesota. The old graveyard used to be a part of a thriving town, but now it's just a ghost town. People visiting the cemetery report seeing an alarming amount of paranormal activity, and many locals tell investigators to stay away. And this YouTuber soon finds out why. He begins his investigation at what appears to be a smashed grave.
What happened? Is it vandalized?
I remember this one.
Okay, I just heard you.
Knowing that he is not alone, he continues his investigation to another tombstone.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
He decides to take pictures of the site in hopes of capturing some kind of ghostly figure. If you look closely at this image, you can see what appears to be two children.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember this.
Do these two kids haunt the graveyard? YouTuber.
What year was this?
That could be a very heavy case of pareidolia. You see a face when there isn't one.
Right.
But this is also a really old clip that's been around for a long time.
For a really long
Oh yeah.
And definitely makes me question it. I have no qualms either direction about this one.
I've seen it before, and every time I see it, it gives me goosebumps. Like it just, again, the coincidence of being that, of seeing a face that's not there, but why, that doesn't always happen, and it just so happened to happen right there is just a crazy, if it was a coincidence. But I mean, just seeing it just gives me goosebumps every time I do see it. It just freaks me out. Because if I remember right too, that tombstone was like two kids' tombstone.
Yeah.
Creepy. Anybody in chat have anything to say about that one?
No.
Oh, yep. It says how do you say that again? Pareidolia? I can't say that stupid word.
Pareidolia. So it's the idea of seeing a face where
there's no face,
go
or
ahead.
hearing something where there shouldn't be, like when you play a record backwards and you hear something.
Oh,
they say that's audio pareidolia.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of Kiss growing up. I know the word.
You could have said the
It's a
Beatles
quick
and
way
it would have
for
been the same
people to-
thing.
Like you could play a grade A EVP and people be like, "Oh, that's just audio pareidolia."
Right.
Uh,
But then there's like weird things too, where it
it's
says
an annoying word though.
where the toys were.
So like I agree with you in the sense of, in the audio sense, like audio pareidolia is a very heavy excuse, but visual, in my opinion, is kind of like that's up to interpretation. Beauty is in the eye of the
Where they
beholder
see
is
a-
kind of that same whole argument.
Yeah,
It's
like
what do
see a
you
face in the
see?
smoke, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I like
What do
it.
you see? As opposed to what do I see?
Mm-hmm. I see two little kids'
Sorry.
faces there staring directly at him.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like it. 100%.
Anything else there, Deadeye?
No, that's it for my clips.
Perfect. Anybody who wants to submit clips too, please just send it to me on Twitch or on YouTube. I need to make a Discord. One day, I'll quit being lazy. And from there, I think it's time. We kind of did a little teaser about some cryptid stuff, about a possible story there for you mobs. So it's your time to shine, my
Yes.
friend.
Okay, so was that only last week?
Yeah, it
I
was
was
only
here
last
and
week,
I
I
told
know.
about this. Damn. So I told all the kind of ghost stories that I have that are relevant, and I still have yet to even get my parents to watch that episode. they were a little apprehensive because I did tell them, I was like, hey, I told all the ghost stories, and they're like, all of them? And I was like, I think so. And then they were like, okay, cool, and then we'll watch it and figure it out. And they haven't even told me anything yet.
Oh,
so
great. I can't wait
maybe
to
there's
get the
more
update.
ghost stories that I don't know about. But
So all of those stories took place when I was in early adulthood. I was young teenager to 18, pretty much. So from the time I was 17 until I was about 22, and actually 16 until I was 22, I worked seasonally at this homestead up in Mount Shasta, California. Mount Shasta is obviously named after a mountain, so there's this mountain, Mount Shasta. It's over there. I was in a town called McLeod, which is it's at that point where 4:30 in the afternoon the mountain gets in the way and the sun goes behind the mountain and it's dark and cold. So you get up early, get all your work done, and you have until about 4 o'clock to really have everything done. So, like I said, this was a homestead. We had crops, we had livestock, we were growing things. It's California. Come on, I don't really have to explain too much. And that was mostly my job. That was what I was doing most of the time. I didn't do the livestock, but I did crop and I did California grass. So I was my time was very preoccupied, but I filled this little brother role to the guy who owned the property. I'm gonna call him Shane. That seems like a great name.
Shane
I'm gonna call him
McMahon. Got
Shane.
it.
Exactly. Sure. So Shane owned the property. He knew where everything was. He did everything. He defended his turf, whatever all of it was. He lived on the homestead for like 10 years before I even got there. I was just the youngest hand ever, and I ended up being foreman when I was 21 on my last year there. I ran the show for like 3 months, and all of the people that worked for me were 20 years older, and I got to like really shine. It was great. But the first year I was there, some really spooky shit happened. So he had two properties. Shane had two properties. The main one where everything was. And then the second one that was starting up, and we were like, there's a 10 by 12 cabin and 10 feet by 10 feet by 12 feet cabin. And it's got a bed and a wood stove and power. Like, that's it. Like, you got to go outside to do your business, and there's no internet. So like, bring your DVD player and your little TV. And you get it for like 2 hours because you don't want to use up your gasoline. And so I'm like freshly 18. I'm living my life. I'm vibing. I'm doing this thing. I'm away from home. I'm working and I'm making money. Like that's a really good prospect for an 18-year-old. Is I'm making actual money. It ends up in my pocket at the end of every week, and I'm sitting there on it for a couple of weeks. But I'm out at the property doing my thing. I'm out there at night. Like he would come pick me up in the morning, and we would bring things from this property over to the other property, and then vice versa, like throughout the day. But I was there alone one night, and I'd been there for 4 or 5 days, and wood stove and listening to my radio, and I saved some songs on an iPod because this was back in the days of iPods. And I hear a like knocking, but it's a very subtle knocking, like someone's knocking over there, and I'm in the woods. There's no neighbor. There's no other property. My closest neighbor's like 3/4 of a mile north down the road. You go about 1.5 miles the other direction, and then you hit the road that leads to the other property, and you got to do that for like 2 miles, and then you turn left into a dark driveway, and then you have to navigate past a couple houses to get to the actual cabin. I could probably do it in the dark with a flashlight. I probably could, but I'm not gonna walk 3 miles in the dark in the middle of the forest, right? So I hear this really weird knocking, and of course we have cell phones at least, and I text Shane, and I'm like, dude, I'm hearing some weird shit. Can you just come by real quick? Like, just come by, see what's up. Let's take a walk, like whatever you need to do. Because this is also like the first year he has the second property. He told me, like, you're staying here. your job is this property. I want to know about trespassers. I want to know about everything. So I call him, I text him, I text him and hey dude, can you just like show up? And he's like, yeah, I'll be there in like X amount of time. It was like 30 minutes or something like that. And so I made some food and la-di-da-di-da. And I don't have a gun. I have no self-protection other outside like my fire axe, which is inside with me. Like I made sure to at least bring it inside at night. Because I'm a weird little superstitious goblin. I mean, I'd like to take down a Wendigo with a fire axe and live to tell about it. So,
Like a
I'm
man.
gonna try. Like a man, yeah. So I don't have a gun. I don't have anything. Shane shows up. I see his headlights long before I hear him because I've been looking for him and I'm worried. And because I heard this knocking and it happened more than once. It was a solid like knock 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 knock. Sets of 3, sometimes 4, and very like dull is the only way I could describe it. Like you had to pay attention and you could hear it. I opened the door and I could hear it better. So I'm like, I know it's outside. Shane shows up, headlights, whatever. He parks the car. He comes inside. We shut the door and he's like, dude, what's going on? Like, you don't text me for this. You're not the type to get scared easy. And I'm like, dude, I'm hearing this fucking knocking. I don't know what's going on. Is this Morse code from the feds? Are they here to ding? Like, what's going on? Is this the North Korean army invading from the northwest? Let's do this.
Dawn!
I'm ready. But he's like, dude, let's just sit here a while and see if we hear it. So like, we turned off the music and we just kind of sat there, just kind of bullshit. And sure enough, we would hear the set of 3 and 3 or 4 little da 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 da, like dull, kind of off in the distance. I'd open the door once it started and I'm like, see, like, listen. He's like, yeah, okay, I hear it. Let's go look for it. And I'm like, you want to go look for that, dude? We're in the middle of nowhere. I have an axe. And he's like, oh, okay. That's what you're worried about? Okay. And so he goes out to the truck and he brings out his fucking shotgun. This is bear country. They have shotguns.
Yeah.
And I wasn't expecting that. Like, I'm a little city California boy. I came up here to work. You know what I mean? I wasn't expecting all this gung-ho shit. And he's like, okay, so I kind of know where I think this is happening. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean where you think you know where this is happening? I reported knocking sounds. He's just like, I don't know, I got a hunch. And so he led us off the property. So I'm going to skip a few details here because, we are streaming all of this stuff. So he took us to this little section of the woods that we used to frequent for things. Usually agriculturally, we would harvest birch bark and cut down specific trees. We were also in not arborist, but tree felling. The fire department was out there and we were constantly monitoring this section of the woods. And so I'd been out there before, like, honestly enough. I went out there, I'm like, hey, we're off the Ashbird property. And he's like, yeah, this is the Ashbird property. I'm like, okay, cool, I know this. And we're out there and he's like, we're going to make a fire. And I'm like, we're going to be here a while? Like, I thought we were going to check some shit out and leave, and I'm going to go back into my comfy little 10x12 where there's a generator and an axe.
Yep.
I didn't bring the axe. This is my biggest mistake. We got in his truck and I left the axe back at home.
You're not invited to my survival movie.
No, I was it's more so I was instructed to just get in the car and I followed my boss's instructions. So we're out there and we started. It's literally like a tiny little fire. Like he circled some rocks. We found it all in minutes. Like the woods, it's not that hard. And he didn't make a big fire. It was just some light. And I think he did it for more my comfort than anything. But it was weird that he knew like where to go. And I'm still suspicious of him for it. To this day, I'm actually going to text him about this and be like, what the fuck was happening that
Just tell me the
night?
truth.
So we're out there for like
hour and a half. I'm already loose. I'm already forgetting why we're there. Like I'm happy about it. I'm just hanging out with my friend Shane. And then we hear a series of knocking. The 333, 333, 444, 4. Like it was 333, then 4, and then 3. Like it was such a like the 4s were interjected. It sucked because you were always trying to make a pattern out of it, but it was always the same. Like
Right.
you couldn't tell what was the pattern. And so he's like, all right, we're looking for it. And he grabs his shotgun. He grabs his flashlight. He's got a strap. He throws it over his shoulder. I can tell he's not that worried. I got a flashlight too and a pocket knife. Like I have a little pocket knife because I'm out there doing work. And we walk in this direction and we're listening to it and tracking it. And we hear it a little bit over to the left and we follow it that way and a little this way. It goes on for like 4 or 5 minutes tops. And we reach this like, not a clearing, but a hillside where if a tree falls, it's going to roll and catch on other trees. So there's these like segmented sections where trees have fallen down, and you can kind of see this like step down the hill. And he's like, at this point, we're walking in the dark, like, and it's pitch black dark. You can see the stars dark. There's nothing around us. And occasionally flash the light just to like, there's a big fucking log. I'm about to trip over it, and I'm a teenager, and he's keeping an eye on me. And I still, to this day, think this guy was fucking with me. So we reach this like steps, and he's like, let's get down one of them. And we get down one, and like, I can still like climb back up. And there's this really, really big alder tree. Like alders don't get that big, but they can get pretty big. And so it's this big fucking tree. And we hear the knocks, and it sounds like it's coming from that tree. And from where we approach it, it's a little bit to my right, but like 20, 30 feet away. And I can't really see the other side of it. It's pretty bunched up with another bunch of trees. So even if I moved, I'd lose sight of what's actually behind it. But I can just kind of make out this weird little gray shape moving. And it's doing an up, down, kind of with the knocks. I'm like, okay. And we get, he's like, sorry, I collect myself here. So I ask Shane, what do we do? I hear it. I can kind of see what's happening. I can see movement. He's like, let's flank around the other side. I'm like, let's go around it. But we have to figure out if this is a bear. I need to know if it's on this property because we have livestock nearby for our neighbor more than our livestock. But so we start walking around, like, again, pocket knife and a flashlight and an attitude. And I'm like, where do we go from here? And he's leading the way. He's carrying a fucking shotgun. So I feel safe walking with him. And we kind of work our way around, and we can hear the knocks again, and kind of lost track of the pattern at this point. I couldn't tell you if it was 3s and 4s or anything, but we get over there. And so imagine if you approached a tree with a full-sized buck in front of it. Like, I want to say 6, so that means 1, 2, 3 points on each side, 6-point buck. Not amazing, but a solid stag.
Right.
And the best way I could describe it, hopefully my camera can pick this up. If the tree's here in front of me, he's arched his back and is slapping his front feet against it. So like his back feet are on the ground and his front feet are this way and slapping the tree. And we can just hear the donk, 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 donk. Like he's slapping the crap out of the tree. But the only thing that's really unnatural is his back is like arched
hard
that way and he's bent. And so like I stopped. I'm like, I'm not getting any closer. The truck's that way. I'm going to run that way. I'm done. But I watched Shane take his shotgun. Bless the man for carrying a shotgun and walking towards something that we didn't understand. That's what we all want to do in a horror movie, right?
Yep.
So he approaches, he gets like 5-6 feet in front of me, and I hear him click the safety. Like, he didn't cock it, but he just hit the safety, and the deer stopped. Like, its front paws or hooves are still up on the tree, bent sideways, and it's just looking up the tree. And he stops. He doesn't get any closer, but he kind of, like, I can see him trying to, like, look up the tree. He can't see anything. And then he racks the shell. And the deer just, faster than I've ever seen any animal move, took off, just bailed in the opposite direction from the tree. Kind of like pushed off, turned to its right, and just bailed. Now, the only thing that was unnatural to me was how arched its back was. Like, even if a deer knocking on a tree isn't that weird, they'll kick it, but not from like bent, I'm trying to climb the tree.
Right.
They'll kick trees, they'll scrape their hooves or their antlers, but it was the most uncanny thing to see a deer do. And I'm like 18 years old. I'm holding a flashlight and trembling, and I see all that happen, and he literally just like grabbed it second hand, and then he's like, let's get in the truck. And we got in the truck, and he drove us to the other property, and he's like, no, you're not going back to the second property, you're gonna go stay with me in the cabin I'm sleeping in. And so I was like, sweet, like, thanks, dude.
Safety.
Like, went back to the main cabin, slept there. We went back the next day and didn't hear anything for the rest of the trip. But it was this, it felt
so
unnatural. And they call those now in cryptid lore as a not deer.
Right.
It's a deer, but it's not deer. Like, everyone's seen, I hope everyone's seen the clip of the deer with a broken neck.
Oh,
that
yeah.
Just
walking around. Yeah.
Just walking around. I'm like, dude, sorry, he's dead. Like, that's not a deer.
Right. It's like
something
jaw and everything
disguised.
is like sticking out and everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, like, I never felt in danger. I only felt suspense. Like,
Or unnaturalness.
what the fuck is that and I'm on the edge of my seat and I want to see more, but it took off running. I wish we could have, like, followed that thing to see what would happen. Like, it wasn't like a 45-degree angle, but it was like its whole back was arched as far as it would go, and it was like trying to stomp on the tree. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen a deer do.
I know a lot of hunters. I used to hunt when I was real young, but never to that extent. So I'm going to ask everybody to come tomorrow about, like, I've never heard of a deer doing that, especially, like you said, scraping their antlers and stuff. Yes, because at first I thought that's where we were going, was it's trying to ram its antlers off because it's itching. But standing up like that, like, and just almost like
stomping on the tree.
That is, I have never heard of anything like that. Chat, if you ever heard of anything like that, I want to know. Deadeye, what's your take?
I've never seen it. I'm a hunter. I go hunting. I've never seen a deer do that.
That is funny. I'm not a hunter. Like, it is not something I have done. The only animals I kill are in pest control when I set rat traps and shit like that. So
Gotta catch those vermin. Like, that is absolutely wild. Definitely our first, cryptid story here, but and deers, from not deers, wendigos. I know a lot of people are confused by wendigos because of the video games and the movies that have been coming out. So a big thing about wendigos, when I first heard of them, as a child, my cousin, his family, comes from native tribes and stuff, and they used to tell stories to scare us. But vengeful spirit, it looks like a deer. They'll fucking basically impale you if you're not a good person. Easiest way to say it. But, like, to actually see what you saw, being in the dark, that thing must have looked like 100 times bigger than it actually was.
So I think total distance between me and it might have been like 12, 15 feet away from me. And there's probably a tree every 2 feet. Like, this is not dense forest, but there's forest. So I would definitely describe this deer that I saw as full grown. Like I said, it was I remember 3 on each side is roughly what I counted. So 6 point. I'm not a hunter. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Nope, that's
but it seemed adult, like nothing small about it, but it didn't seem abnormally large.
And after this, anything ever again?
You know, I never heard the knocking again. Never heard that again. There's definitely been a few little spooky things that happened up there after the fact, but it was only ever kind of minor. Nothing honestly story worthy. Although there's a non-spooky story about the time a bear wandered on the property and ended up in the kitchen about 12 feet away from me.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, but that's not paranormal related, so like.
No, that's a big thing we have to worry about. You know, technically we live in the city, but we still every morning, every night, we still have to worry about cats. We still have to worry about bears, coyotes, like I said. Wolves, not really right now. It's been a while since we had to worry about wolves, but I would say at least once a week we have somebody who's caught something on their Ring camera or their backdoor camera, you know, of some big animal. Never something cool like that though. Oh God, like what do you do? Even if your buddy shot it, that could have been even worse.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do when your buddy shoots the thing that said "Let me in"?
Right, and then all of a sudden a giant
and then it's
bar
all of a
shows
sudden
up with 2 skulls, and then you're really stuck. You know.
Yeah, you're just screwed now. Like, what are you gonna do? So, this would be a good segue into you guys asked me to bring 10 paranormal locations.
We did. So let's start with you. Let's see what you got.
Man, I feel like I'm gonna be. I would have been better last, but
No. Like honestly, I've been going through stuff and I've only gotten 3 for sure because there's a lot. Doing a top 10 is kind of hard.
Oh, I found 10. It didn't take long. Looks like we're checking chat real fast. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. So Chaotic Goblin was saying it might be something for territorial. Marking the scent, trying to kill young trees.
Trying to kill young trees that get. So it was like a full-size tree that it was stomping on, which is why it was so loud. Like it was probably 1.5 to 2 feet in diameter, and it like you could hear the donk 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 of it hitting the whole tree.
Yeah.
So
I've never heard.
If it's spreading its scent through its hooves into the bark, maybe, but like
I don't know. That's super weird.
They also they'll like stomp their hooves to like
that
warn
I've heard
others that there's a perceived threat. But
so would a deer?
They don't do it for like over and over and over again. I've never.
Yeah, I was about to say it lasted like an hour, or more than an hour. It lasted almost 2 by the time we were out in the woods. So
I never experienced it like doing it over and over, but I've seen them like stomp their hooves. Like if they think a threat's around, but they'll also they'll snort and they'll mark their territory.
I'll have to. I'm literally gonna message my buddy Shane. Just see what he says about my memory about this.
I can't wait for you to get back with that. I'll kind of start because, like I said, I only have 3 that for sure I want to go to. I'm still going through a rather big list of places I wanted to go, but because there's a couple places in Japan I would love to go. There's that haunted doll island, but I guess it's closed down now because people were.
Yeah, you can't go there from what I hear.
Yeah.
But I know what you're talking about.
Another one right here is the St. Augustine Lighthouse. I believe ghost hunters or one of the ghost adventurers went through this thing, and something about it just calls me. Rachel, she loves lighthouses and everything. And then like almost every good paranormal investigator that's ever been in a good lighthouse catches something, you know. Something about the spiralness of it and everything. It just attracts some type of energy to it. My second one, which I would think would be awesome, is the Waverly Hills Sanctimonium. Sure, was that one video you said? I think you showed. Was this the place that was it or no? Did I?
Yeah, I believe they were. Yeah.
So
That's ringing a bell for me.
This place, old as hell, you know. The whole how big it is, completely run down. Still has, you know, we'll call them artifacts, like the beds and stuff that are still in them, and everything. A lot of the crazy, you know, when they were learning medicine, I believe they had a whole wing of the, if I remember right, the tuberculosis, and so people were just dying left and right. And they had the slide basically for the bodies. They would just slide down.
Yeah, the death chute.
Death chute. There it is. You know, that just blows my mind. Now, my number one pick, and it's just because it is my, you know, my home state, and I've been there, but I want to do a night there in their main room, is of course the Stanley Hotel. Love this place. Love the town too.
I'm gonna take that one off my list.
And
Estes Park.
So real quick, I'm gonna ask Ray to explain something. So we went on a night tour over there when we went, and something weird happened to Ray. So if you remember when we went to I think it was the ballroom,
Yeah,
right?
it was the ballroom. She was talking and she was just explaining everything. And this was back when, what was it, like
2020, because the pandemic and stuff was going on.
Yeah, so we were still wearing the masks. And I remember her talking, and I know I had a mask on, and I felt something blowing on my ear, and I was thinking, because, you know, usually when you wear the masks, you're breathing, and it kind of makes your
breath
go back or up or whatever, and especially when you have glasses, it's difficult. And I kept feeling it, and the thing was that Hiro was on that side of me. So I kept looking at him, and he was like, "Why do you keep looking at me?" And I'm like, "Are you trying to blow in my ear like it's like scary?" He's like, "No." And like I felt it. I want to say at least like twice. Just I believe it was my left ear.
And because I even went onto the other side of you after that, and then she felt it again. Like she had like the full turn and everything, and it was enough for our tour guide to stop and like look at Ray like and be like, "Are you okay?" And she's like looking at me. I'm like, "Tell her, she's gonna love this." And you know, she explains what's going on, and she's like, "I keep feeling somebody blowing my ear." I thought it was him. I was like, I walked away for her to be sure it wasn't me. Like she was blaming me the whole time that I was trying to mess with her, but the whole time I'm trying not to freak out just being in there and everything, and she's doing that. And then my oldest, we got to go underneath the whole hotel, and it was like a cave system in there, and they shut off the lights completely, and they're like, you can try taking pictures, see if you catch anything. And then our oldest yelled at our middle child to quit pulling me, and when she turned on the lights, Maddie and Zoe, I'm gonna just give their names. Maddie is standing here and Zoe's over there. Maddie's by herself, and she's like, "All right, who's messing with me?" Like, and so that really freaked us out really good too. But the waiting list on that place is, I believe I told everybody, it's like a 6-year waiting list to get into the good rooms. But that's my number one. I would love to go to. And then I'm sorry, I really am trying to make a good list, and I don't want to, you know, like I can't pick. There's so many good places. So I'm hoping to see your guys' list and be like, all right, I'll put that on my list. So who wants to go
Sorry, I'm
first?
replying to chat. So Chaotic Goblins and I were chatting about stomping on a tree with a deer, and I'm actually going to vocalize it. I won't even type it. So the deer stomping on the tree the noise, donk, 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 lasted like 2 hours front to back and very intermittently. It wasn't very constant. But it was like always, I can't say it's not constant and then say it's always there, but if you waited enough, you'd hear it again. And to the point where we went out there together and found it. So front to back, like 2 hours of that before we scared it off from when I started hearing it. So yeah, it's definitely odd that a deer would do that long. He is thinking, ooh, might have been a brain worm. That's not too far fetched. I've seen some videos of deer acting under brain worm, and they do some weird fucking shit. So
Or the zombie
might
deer.
not even be that spooky.
Good stuff, though.
So yeah,
that is definitely possibilities. Well, you never know unless you guys took it down, took it to a vet, get it, all dissected and stuff. So there's no way to ever know the outcome of this.
Yeah, it ran off, and this was also 10 years ago.
Give us your top 10.
Okay, top 10 minus the Stanley Hotel. Because that was on the list. This is in no particular order. I'm going to start with the Lamb House, which is the Ghosts of Carmel, Maine, the clips that I brought last week. I would want to stay there for like a week just to see what the fuck actually happened. To hit a little close to home, I have a place called Castillo de Amorosa, which is a literal castle that's about an hour and a half away from me, and it's been there for like 100+ years, and they got ghosts there apparently, and it's in a place called Calistoga, which isn't that far from me. Again, kind of local, there's this place called the McCallum House Inn, which is in a town called Mendocino, right on the coastline. Like, you could throw a football really hard and probably hit the water. And this tiny little inn that's got like 4 rooms in it apparently has it's an old whorehouse from way back in the day.
Floors are still sticky.
So yeah, maybe they just like it. I don't know. To shift gears here to a classic, I want to go to the Lizzie Borden house.
Which one was that again? That sounds familiar.
Lizzie Borden took an axe and gave her father 40 whacks. She slaughtered her entire family with an axe. And her home is supposedly haunted. It's in Fall River, Massachusetts. To hit a little bit of international things, there's a place in Ireland known as Leap Castle. That place was on the TV show Ghost Hunters back on Sci-Fi, if you ever did that one. But from eyewitness reports, that place is supposedly really fucking haunted, and I really want to see that. And it's Ireland, which is like my bucket list. So, moving on to another international but very, very stereotypical one is the Aokigahara Forest in Japan. This is the suicide forests. Yep. I'm sorry, but it's supposedly
crazy haunted.
Beyond haunted.
That's one of my picks, yeah, definitely.
So 3 more. We've got the site of the Whitman Massacre, which was in Washington. So a couple of missionaries were trying to cure, I believe, polio from a lot of the indigenous people, and they were slaughtered by the indigenous people because they thought that they were poisoning the tribesmen. And so they murdered about 20 white folk. And out in Washington in 1874. So it's kind of a long historic site, but it's kind of close to family members of mine, and I want to go there. Second to last would be the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, which world famous. Everyone knows about it if you're into ghosts. Last but not least would be Roanoke Island in North Carolina.
That one doesn't.
The Roanoke's
I don't remember that one. What was that one famous for?
So that is the story from our revolutionary colonizing as Americans days, where I forget his name, but a specific settler tried to set up a outpost here in North Carolina, oddly enough, to where the first time it happened, the entire colony was wiped out, and the only thing that was left was the word Croatoan carved into a tree. And he came back years later and basically reset and tried again. But if you just type in the word Roanoke or the word Croatoan, spelled exactly how they are, you'll basically find it. But it's one of the oldest mysteries that we have as a colony or a country, the United States.
I think I wouldn't know that
Those
one.
are my-
I don't remember that
Thanks, Josh Gates.
Yeah, thank you. That wasn't even Josh Gates. I learned that from history class when I was in 6th grade. But I had a really cool 6th grade teacher. So, Croatoan is spelled with Croatoan. Croatoan.
Croatoan. Goblin. K. Goblin. Message me that later so I don't forget. That's a pretty good solid lineup, my friend.
Ooh.
I like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, Chaotic brought up Hotel del Coronado in San Diego. I almost put that on my list because I
was
have
on
friends
my
in
list,
San Diego that have told me
on, like,
about
the
it.
Top 20, yeah. You know, one
So-
thing I should have put on the list, and I forgot to when I was going through there, is the fort for Gettysburg. Oh my God, I forgot the name of it. That place is supposed to be really good too. Which I actually been there, but it was during the day for a school field trip because
Fort Worth?
What's that?
Fort Worth?
Yeah, Fort
No,
Worth.
that's Texas.
No, that is Texas.
No, that's Texas. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find it. Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah. So I lived in Kansas City, Kansas for my middle school years, and we took a tour there for a field trip, which was really cool. And some of the kids went down to the foxhole things, or I'm not exactly sure what they were, because they had rooms, but the doors were locked. And one girl came running out crying, and she's like, "There's a bloody guy in there," and then it freaked the rest of us out. And this is before I knew it was like super haunted. So I thought it was like a homeless person or something at the time. And then coming later on to life, after meeting my wife and ghost hunters were actually there, I was like, "Oh, I remember this." And then I'm like, and then all that memory flooded back. I'm like, I think somebody saw something in there. It makes sense now, but that would be one of my top places to go to.
Looking at forts in Gettysburg is what I
Yeah,
searched
Gettysburg.
up. There's
Yeah.
Devil's Den, Little Round Top, Cemetery Ridge, and Fort Wood, which is technically New York.
Okay, I'll double check
So-
it and everything later on exactly, because I remember it was technically a military base because they had like the old school cannons there.
Okay.
They had the reenactors, people that dress up, walking around as soldiers and stuff around
Mhm.
and everything, and then they had to pretend they're stuck in that timeline, so you can't really like talk to them. But right on. All right, best for last there, Deadeye. Where are we going?
All right, we have a few crossovers.
Oh, he even brought pictures.
Oh yeah, I didn't even.
yeah.
I didn't even do that.
Oh man, he went all.
So I asked you guys to do this.
Isn't that the oh fuck, the movie with, was it Ethan Hawke? No, that's the what? Tell me, because I'm gonna sit here and stutter over it for like 2 minutes.
I have no clue.
It's just a house.
This is close.
That looks so familiar. Hold on.
So yeah, tell me about this house. I've never seen it.
Okay, so this goes from my least to my most wanted investigations. I included 2 local ones close to me. So the first one here is the Garnet House Hotel. It's also, like, people call it the Garnet Demon House. They do 24-hour live streams of the place. They have cameras set up for anyone to watch. So that's one of the first on my bucket list. Number 10 is the one I want to
Twin
go to.
Paranormal. That's how I know it.
Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to
Yeah,
interrupt.
Twin Paranormal's been here. I've seen that episode. Second location is Beaconteerville in Atchison, Kansas. Blocks away from the Sally House. I have not investigated here, but it is definitely on my bucket list. One of my top 10s.
That one looks like Professor X is getting ready to roll out of.
Number 3 is Lollery Mansion, New Orleans. Bit of history. Lollery owned the mansion. She had slaves and tortured them. Was caught, and I can't remember if she was jailed or what exactly happened.
Slapped
But
on the wrist.
it's considered very haunted. Great location. I really want to. Number 4, Yorktown Memorial Hospital in Yorktown, Texas, near San Antonio. We're actually talking about going here.
I was just going to ask you, is this the one we wanted to go to?
Yes. This is the Memorial Hospital I want us to investigate with some of the super cringe.
Some of the smaller 3 guys that go by Nick and Ryan, they actually went here and did a nice little ghost hunt on, and it was really cool. It's really small, but it's a lot of activity for how small that place is.
So number 5 is Sweet Spring Sanitarium in Gate Mills, West Virginia. Same thing as Waverly Tuberculosis Hospital for treatment. Lots of deaths considered. They also believe that it sits on a Indian burial ground, so not confirmed though.
Of course.
Do you know when that closed down?
I do not. No.
Okay.
We'll look it up later.
Number 6.
Hey.
Waverly Hills
Look at that.
Sanatorium, Louisville, Kentucky. Amazing place, very well known.
Would love to go there.
And number 7 is the haunted Hinsdale / Dandy House in New York. Absolutely love this place. A lot of people have said they've had really amazing experiences there. Number 8, Eastern State Penitentiary.
Oh, that would be fun, right?
Mobs had it.
Yep.
This was on my list.
Well known. I think Ghost Hunters, TAP's original team back in the day, got one of the best apparition videos.
That's the one where you have something ran towards the camera and then runs away, right?
Yeah. Yes.
On a static cam that they left like in the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah. So number 9 is the Conjuring House in Harrisonville, Rhode Island, where the Perrin family, hauntings, the movies based off of. It's on my bucket list.
Heck yeah.
I
Currently
almost put that
under,
on my list and didn't.
It's currently under lawsuits and ownership disputes. And the final one, my favorite one, very well known in the paranormal world. Books written about it. There's a movie written about it. Is 30 East Drive, the Black Monk House in Pontefract, England. This is my dream location to ever go to.
Give us the history on that one.
There's a family, the Pritchard family. They lived here They had a lot of things happen. A lot of them died in the house. And there's books written about this place. There's a movie. We're gonna watch the trailer to it based off of the family's events that happened in the house. The history of the place, it sits where huge, I think it was oh god, my memory's so bad. A huge battle happened where this house used to sit.
I got you. One sec.
Is it the Battle of Hastings?
We used to have a Hastings here.
I think too.
We had a movie, book, CD store that was called Hastings. It had everything, comic books. It was the best place on earth. But then the digital age ruined it and they closed down. Oh man, hostage and murdered. What?
Oh damn, dude! Yeah, I was just reading this back lore on the fucking location. Jesus Christ!
Okay, I only
this
saw
is
the
my
little
train
bits. What do you
location.
got?
I don't feel like reading that on your stream, my guy.
Not that bad. Give me the.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that on stream.
It's a really bad place. Look
Here's
it up.
what I will say. Who was the Black Monk? One theory is that he was a Cluniac monk from the 16th century who lived nearby. Legend says he and murdered a little girl and was hanged on the land where the house now stands.
Holy crap! That's enough.
Right in
there.
front of the front door of the house, there reportedly was the gallows.
Yee. Man, okay, let's watch this trailer.
Yeah, damn.
All right. So the movie based on the story here, the movie made about it is called When the Lights Went Out.
This is my new house. It's probably a bit like yours. I live here with just my mum and dad. They make me feel safe. Except when the lights go out.
I don't like this house, it gives me the creeps.
Sally's got into it that we're not alone. I thought I saw something myself.
Lies like a presence. Spectral manifestation.
I think there's a perfectly rational explanation to all this.
You've got a ghost.
I'm not being driven out, and that's fine.
I'm worried about our Sally.
There's more than one spirit in that house.
What does one want?
And this is current? Like this is new?
What year was this?
Oh, the movie?
Yeah, 2012. I saw it. It was right there.
Oh. Yeah, dude, the cutaways where the text is on screen, I was like, there's no way that any modern movie is doing that.
Right.
That it felt 10 years old at most, so I feel comfortable with my assessment. But definitely, like,
watch it.
Yeah, I'd watch
Like,
the shit out of that.
Some of the stories of the haunting here, the Pritchard family, like at the very end scene, the daughter was seen dragged up by her throat up the stairs. That reportedly happened. They had a grandfather clock that sat at the top of the stairs, and reportedly the mother was at the bottom of the stairs, and the grandfather clock was thrown down the stairs at her. Nick Groff and Katrina had a TV show called oh god, what was their show called? Paranormal Lockdown. And they stayed in the house, locked in the house for 90 hours, which is a couple of days. And they had some really wild things happen while being there. So
I don't remember ever hearing about this house, so that is absolutely wild.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I've never seen that.
yeah, I've talked to some people that do paranormal investigations, and they've honestly just told me like they'll never step foot in this house. If there's any place they will not investigate, it's the Black Monk House.
We're going to Britain, boys.
Let's go. My goodness, that is really cool.
Great. I'm gonna be the guy sent through the fucking doorway in the dark.
That's right.
I can feel it now. Hero's gonna be holding the camera. Deadeye's gonna be holding the microphone. They're gonna be like, "Go get him, mobs!"
Yep. We're gonna give you the.
We're
gonna put you in the isolation station first. So all you, buddy.
No, just give me the thermal. I'll
there's-
walk around. Like I know nothing about it. Let's do it.
So reportedly, even from the people around town, like it was a very community built town. So even everyone around the town even believed them, and the father, they had coal burn furnaces, so they would have what's called a coal room where they would keep the coal. Well, the father said he got locked in there, which the door has no lock or nothing. He couldn't get
Yeah,
the door
you have to
open.
lean against those
And-
types of doors.
Yeah, and he said the experience he had, his life flashed before his eyes, and he was never the same again. After that experience of being locked in that call room.
I'm gonna have to look that one up because.
Yeah.
Wow.
Growing up in an old house, my grandma's the house where I had a lot of my old haunted experiences. Used to have a coal room. Of course, by the time I was born, it was already converted to a furnace and everything. But going down there, it's smaller than this room, and it was the most uneasiness down there. It just felt like you're that much closer to hell. I hated it, absolutely hated it. And my mom, I interviewed her once, and she told stories about the going down there, and I cannot not. So real quick before we call it a night, and I try to stay on positive notes. This is an old video of me, and we were laughing at that one guy for his voice cracking. I don't really get to play as much games as I want and everything, but I played Resident Evil, the remake 2. Resident Evil 2, the remake.
Oh, I already know what you're talking about. I love that game. Go ahead. I'm just gonna mute myself so I shut the fuck.
So I just wanted to re-show this of my own personal voice crack and me getting scared, and it's just funny. I just remembered there's dogs in this stupid game. I hate dogs. I love dogs. I hate fighting dogs. Oh! Oh, it was a broom! Oh, God! I thought that was a person. It came real close to the camera. I thought they were sneaking up on me. I just every time I hear a voice crack, I'm the worst and the most jumpy.
So good.
Nocturnal, he loves me playing scary games because I just make him laugh all night because I'm scared.
There isn't a clip of it, but I got a little short one for you. So the first time I was playing Resident Evil Village, and I reached the Beneviento house, the puppet house.
Right.
The first time I did that, with no spoilers, when I reached the part where you're getting chased around the house in the dark, I screamed like a little girl the first time the creature shows its face and it screams at you. I went,
everybody. That's the part where everybody, like, the game was a little creepy. The vampire girls and stuff were creepy, but that
I've been
dollhouse
playing
is the
with it
worst.
my whole life, and I've been jump scared a whole lot. I was around for the Five Nights at Freddy's craze, but that was probably the like most girliest scream I ever let out. And so like I got
pure.
yelled at by my mom or my mother-in-law. She was trying to sleep, and she, hey, don't do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, sorry. And so I kept playing. And so I get through the rest of the encounter. Literally, like 2 minutes later, I scream again, big girly scream. And she didn't even come out and talk to me, but she told me the next day, I felt bad for you because you screamed like a little girl. So we'll let you have one of them.
So I also like to end like with movies, like good scary movies. But I just had you guys both on not too long ago and we were talking about it. So I really doubt you have any good scary movies. But is there any good scary video games that you've played in the past, or like I've been playing a lot of indie stuff. So like, what is your go-to scary game? Maybe I'll try to stream it one day, and then you can watch me scream at it. And this goes for chat.
The scariest video game I ever played was Dead Space, the first one on 360.
Mm-hmm.
I was about to
Scary-
tell a Dead Space story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just
So
streamed
Dead
that one
Space
not too
3,
long
if you
ago.
play co-op, Dead Space 3, if you play co-op, there's a setting you could turn on for the second player where it will add extra jump scares in for them. And I played the second player, and that was probably the most I've ever jumped.
That's a setting?
So
Yes,
the
it's a setting.
Carver, the second player who you play as with Isaac Clarke through
Right.
Dead Space 3 is going insane basically through the second half of it because he's newly exposed to the marker virus. So it's literally like so fun to turn that setting on and actually understand what's happening because he literally gets fucked with through the entire second half of that game.
You're
Period.
absolutely right. And I'm going to beat my friend up because I played the second player. This is the first Dead Space game I played. And I was constantly getting jumpy at. I'm like, you don't see what's in front of us, you know. He's like laughing. He's like, dude, there's nothing there.
I didn't tell you, dude.
Yeah,
I guarantee
I didn't
it.
know that was a set. That's the only time I played it. I'm gonna beat his ass next time I see him.
But
He did it on purpose.
even the Dead Space remaster does justice, but I will say the 360 version's scarier. It is so much better if you play that version.
Yeah, I just played not too long ago the remake, which is still super scary, but I managed to power through it. There's some good clips I made that they got me. And yes, Goblin. One of the best clips it should be on the short still is Goblin scared me with the fart at the perfect time. I have the emotes to pop up, and then even Joker got me one because I have the Jackie Brown, the wow, I feel good. That shit always gets me.
That's not Jackie Brown. James Brown.
James Brown. Sorry, I said Jackie Brown. James Brown.
No, you're good.
But
he's not the godfather of fun for a reason. You respect the name.
Respect the man. I need a demolish button on me. Oh,
well, this was
my favorite horror game.
What else?
Go ahead.
My favorite horror game is Phasmophobia. I'm going to get you to play it with me.
Yeah, I have it downloaded. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I've played it twice.
I'm not a fan either.
The first time I played it was on the PlayStation because it has the VR, and I have my VR, and I was all excited. And then I died within like 5 minutes, and I was like, I'm never fucking doing that again. That was horrifying.
Oh yeah.
And then
I've played with my friends, and I was the bait. They just said, "Here, take this and go run inside until you die." And I was like, "Okay."
Yeah. The second time I played, it was with some people who kind of knew what they're doing. Preston, if he's on, or Skylord, and they're like, "Go into this room and say whatever the name was." It was like Jenny or something. I was like, "Sure." And we're playing on the easiest effing thing. I walk into the bedroom. I say it. The door closes. The lights are flickering, things are like flying off. I was like, okay, I'm done, and I locked out. They're like, what are you doing? I was like, I ain't playing this. Like, out of everything, haunted stuff gets me.
I have over 200 hours. I do no evidence runs with, hardest difficulty.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, but you're a ghost hunter, so
This is nothing for
I
you.
absolutely love that game. But I'm the person when they're like, oh, we have this last piece of evidence. We gotta get the ghost to hunt us and escape the hunt. I'm like, I'll do it. I'll like run in there and like play music. Like,
but it's a pretty
awesome.
crazy game that it uses voice commands, prompts, certain things to do it. I've seen mods where I don't know if they put it in the official game yet, but mods where it like records other players and then mimics them. Have you seen?
Oh
that?
no, that they haven't. It's probably a mod. They didn't add that in.
So there's that.
I know they have that in like repo and like other.
The back rooms have one. I actually have a good recording of a mimic that I fell for. My buddy Sandman, me and him going neck and neck, staying brave next to each other in the back rooms, and then I turn around and he's gone. I'm like, hey, where you at? And he goes, I'm over here. And I go, I was like, okay, let's go. Like, we got what we need. He's like, I'm over here. And I'm like, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? And then he says it again, and it's his voice. And I'm like, hey, Sandman, what's your name? He goes, and then like the thing just hey,
I'm over here
staring at you, and I'm like trying to back up away slowly. Then like this like spider thing comes out of him and murders me, and I never screamed as loud in that game. Other than that, I was like, dang it, got me, Mimic! How dare you? But yeah, I like scary video games. I need to stream them more. I might. What I'm probably going to start here really soon is doing some rage games and play Hollow Knight Silk Song. I bought it. I just still haven't even.
Oh God.
I know.
Best of luck to you, sir.
Yeah, you'll see me yelling. I might break another controller. I did beat the first one. I beat the
Your
radiated.
wife looks so stoked right now.
Yeah, she's the will calm me down after. I'll be in bed like, I think I can beat it. And she's like, go to bed. Okay. I got it down. But that's pretty much all the time we have for guys. Please submit your comments. We'll definitely read through everything. Sorry I don't have the comments up here. I need another monitor. I have so much going on now. Ray's trying to keep up
that
with
Discord
everything.
out.
And oh yeah, heart monitor. Yes, I'll put the heart monitor back on when I play Chaotic. The highest my heart rate ever got was like what, 150? Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm. I was doing Dead Space.
I'll get that up playing Phasma.
Yeah, Phasma gets it up there pretty high. But quick, any last goodbyes before we head out, guys? All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Good night.
Love you guys. Thanks you for always tuning in. I know this was kind of impromptu. I had a lot of fun. Thank you for coming back, both of yous. We're gonna have to definitely dig in. We already have the next guest set up for next week. It's O-Tube Steak. He's already super excited. Already got the videos going. So tune in next week, same time. And we're gonna keep going. If you have your own videos you want to submit, contact me and I'll definitely throw them on here. And if you want to be on the show, please contact me. We always need more guests.
All it took was a DM, dude. I showed up 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then boom, here he is. And I love this. I love hearing the stories and getting there and call it good. Say goodnight.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, everybody else.
Thank you.